Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channel message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment and say hi and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. We did have a couple of jumpers here this morning. What this is kind of telling me now, this could be you or someone you're dealing with. I do want to start out by saying that. I do kind of feel both of those energies here today. We do have someone who, now either you're this Queen of Cups and you want to make an offer to someone, or someone is coming in and making an offer to you as this Queen of Wands. I did say Queen of Cups, didn't I? Okay, we have Cups and Wands here. So fire, water, energy. And I feel like somebody's not sure either what the other person is going to think about this offer, or whether they're going to accept this offer, or whether or not you feel like accepting this offer, if this is right for you. I feel like somebody might need a little bit of time to kind of go within and see if this is what they want when this comes in. I feel like ultimately, though, the decision is this could be a very happy situation. And so I feel like both parties kind of want to race in towards each other, towards this Four of Wands. So let's see. What else, Spirit? What do we need to know? It is a solid offer coming in. Maybe one that you've actually been waiting for as well. And you could have been waiting for, you could have been waiting quite a while for a golden opportunity like this. An opportunity to plant the seed with this person, or just plant this seed of a stable, solid relationship with someone, right? Wanting this Four of Wands type situation. Yeah, wanting an opportunity to make the choice with the lovers. Somebody could have been waiting around for what seemed like quite a long time. Yeah. They weren't sure what they were going to get. So like I said, either you or the person coming in, I feel like this is actually kind of confusing. I'm hoping I'm not confusing you, but I kind of feel like I don't know which side I'm on, which, when I feel that way, I normally feel like you could be on either side because the energy is, switched back and forth as I'm reading. So I can kind of get both perspectives of the energy. So that's what's going on with me. So like I said, kind of get in where you fit in if you feel like this is your energy here. This could have caused sleepless nights, and that might have been the burden or the stress that came with this waiting. Yeah, it's like, with this energy right here, it's like waiting and not sure whether or not it's going to be another battle or something better, right? Or something easy. And I kind of feel like that energy is here as well. It's like, were we going to get the toxicity of it all, or were we going to get the goodness of connection? And I feel like that's what the burden was, that was worry, stressors, wondering if you choose this person or this person chooses you and you say yes, what is this going to yield? Is it going to be something very toxic or something really wonderful? It's like, because the want to build with this person is really strong, right? Both of you may have been approaching this situation in this kind of King of Swords, matter of fact type of energy. And I feel like where the logic is good, there's also something missing when it comes to a love situation. There needs to be some cups involved, right? And I feel like because nobody was willing to bend or be vulnerable in this situation, it kind of fell flat, or it just kind of stayed where it was. It never progressed, right? So we do have this Five of Pentacles here. It's wanting to come out from the cold. It's like two people get to the point where they're like, all right, you know what? We've been waiting long enough. Nothing has happened. Nothing has gone the way it feels like it should have. We need to seek refuge. And it's like, I feel like both of you are feeling weary when it comes to this situation. Somebody is going to decide that they need to be the emperor and take the action steps to make this happen. They're just hoping it doesn't lead to the ultimate defeat. I don't feel like it will. What I do feel like it's going to lead to is the end of a certain period of strife. I do feel like that's what's coming here. I feel like, you know, the emotions or the mental swords could be at play in this pretty heavily, but I feel like somebody is going to get up the strength to step forward, because the opportunity to have this far outweighs the what coulds. It's like what we want is most important. It's like we see this as a soulmate connection. It's like every bit of you knows that this person fits right. This is a soulmate, but there are fears that are kind of out of proportion in this situation. So it's like somebody takes a little rest and then they hop into the battle. This emperor still has his armor on under all these fancy garbs, right? Still ready for battle. And I feel like that's exactly what this is. Stepping in, ready for battle. But I feel like being met with sweetness. Like I said, every end is a new begin again. And I feel like with those... this 10 of Swords here, I feel like it's the end of strife and the brand new beginning with the light coming up over the hill here. I almost don't feel like it's sunset. I almost kind of feel like in this moment it's the sunrise. Let's see. Yeah, there's illumination here. There's lovers from the grave. They're speaking that loving truth. And then standing in the abundance of it all with that King of Pentacles. So there's stability and love finally coming into play. I feel like this is just a situation where two were very, very stressed out, very worried about where the situation could lead. It's like neither one had the ability to trust the other, but wanted it all the same. It's like wanted the opportunity, wanted to have the world with this person. All it took was somebody to stand in their strength and take that action move as the Emperor to get this to kind of come in the way it's supposed to. Yeah. And then both step into that loving energy. Yeah, both step into loving, nurturing energy, passionate energy moving forward. That's justice in this situation. All right, we're going to drop it there. I feel like this is a situation where two people kind of mistrusted the other. Maybe you both didn't know each other all that well. And, you know, other things could have been factors here as well. Could have been just about anything. Could have been talk or, you know, rumors or whatever. People getting in the way, could have been anything, but I feel like when it comes down to it, the two of you still wanted this. It's like maybe quite a bit of time had passed, but both realized they still wanted to go for this. And I feel like it does pan out very, very well once someone takes an action move. It's like the other is inspired to also take action when the other does. So everything kind of comes into light and everybody sees that, you know, this could be a really good situation. Or that's what it felt like to me. All right, let's hop in here really quickly. Okay, what do we have? What do we have for the collective today? Oh, wow. Okay. None of this flipped, and so I'm not going to take any of it. I know. I normally only take them if they're facing up so I can see them. So, all right, we have the Jaguar. The Elephant. So I feel like enlightenment and the secrets. Okay. I do feel like this is about your spiritual your spirituality and your spiritual growth. I feel like this is all about your ascension right now. There is a really powerful force that stands behind you, and I feel like it actually shines through you. Even when you don't see it, you're still emanating this type of energy. I feel like spirit is a very powerful force that works through you and within you. And I feel like others may notice this far quicker than you do yourself. There may be others that back away from your energy because it's too much for them. And you may think, well, I'm not doing anything outside of the normal, nothing different from everybody else, but I feel singled out. I feel like that may be the reason you have this energy that kind of sees into people, that feels into people and their situations. You're easily able to pull out the truth from the lies. And I feel like others feel like you see right through them. And when someone's trying to hide something or trying to, get away with something, I feel like you very easily see it and you kind of tip people off. You're like, what do you mean you don't see that? It's very, very obvious what they're trying to do, right? And I feel like that makes you a threat. So people draw a hard line in the sand when it comes to you and having your energy around. You may be known to be a bit intuitive or gifted spiritually or really tapped in. I feel like I hear all seeing eyes. So it's like you see, you may have ancestors, deities, gods, or God, kind of working through you. And I feel like to those who try to pull the wool over others' eyes, you're a threat. And I feel like that's why they kind of keep you at arm's length. That's why they keep you at a distance. You see too much, you know too much, you feel too much. You call them out on their BS. You're not around them willing to co-sign their BS, and that's why they don't want you around. You might not even realize it. You might not even think you're that much of a threat, but I hear triple threat. I don't know. It's like whatever it is that you carry, you may be very attractive, very tuned in, tapped in, turned up. You may have a lot of, I wanted to say energy or luck at your disposal at all times. It's like you're just gifted with blessings, and I feel like you become the threat. There's that intuition here, that knowing all or seeing more. Yeah, and I feel like you can almost see through with this armadillo. It's like, you know how they have that hard outer, they can roll up into a ball and kind of roll away from the situation or, protect themselves. They feel like they can't protect themselves from you. With this bright sun here, it's like you kind of see through into this person. And I feel like that's why people try to keep you, they may treat you differently than they treat everyone else. You may feel like you almost have like a complex when it comes to spending time with people. It's like you always feel like they just don't want to allow you in. And I feel like those that do that, it's like, don't take it personally. I feel like those that do that do have secrets they want to keep hidden. And that is the only reason, because you know what? You're the right kind of friend to have. You're the right kind of person to have in someone's life. It's like you're loving, you're kind, you're generous with your time, your attention, your love. And I feel like they want all those things, but they also want you to back off at certain points when they want to hide something. And close relationships just don't work like that. So, instead of having you come in, it's like you would be an asset, but they can't afford you, right? You could, show who they are to the whole world, and then their ego is bruised, and it's a bunch of ego things that are going on here. Yeah, with that seahorse, I get nurturer. I always picture the seahorse as the one who nurtures. The male seahorse is always like birth to babies. And I feel like there's almost that heavy nurturing, but a powerful energy that goes with it, like a masculine energy. So a very strong, stable energy with a nurturing energy. So you come across as being very powerful and involved, hands-on and involved. And I feel like some people can't handle that, like I said, when they have things to hide. So you may think that you may have a bit of a complex. It's like, people don't like me. I don't know what I can do to fit in, or it's like you may actually feel like you're not good socially. And I feel like you are to the right people. You're an asset. You're a blessing to the right people. And I feel like you might come across more people more often than not that don't want you around because they have a lot to hide. Okay, so I do want you to kind of understand this. I know it's hard to understand. It's like everybody else seems to fit in, and this person's awkward, this person's a little strange, and then here I am, and it's like I feel like I'm doing everything right, and you probably are. It's like, and those other people are accepted very easily. I feel like when their flaws are on display, I feel like they're accepted very easily. But you yourself feel like you have a really hard time kind of meshing in, right? Now, don't get me wrong, we're all weird, we're all strange, we all have different quirks, you know? But you may be looking at the situation like, why is it just me? I feel like that's why. Spirit wants you to understand this, so the right people will accept you for you. Yeah, your growth game is really strong. Your power really shows up. The fact that you're on a spiritual ascension journey, I feel like is almost really obvious to a lot of people. The type of light that surrounds you is just that much different. Yeah, you stand tall in your authenticity. You're not worried about what people's opinions are. You just are you without apology. And I feel like that energy makes you really powerful. You might think, well, it makes me quirky. It makes me different. It makes me strange. It's like people hide these things about themselves and I simply can't. I don't know how to do that. And you feel like, well, maybe that makes me too awkward or too strange. No, it makes you too real. And that's what it comes down to. You might even share some of these secrets or this different knowledge, like this spiritual knowledge that kind of flows through you. You might be willing to share these secrets with others so that they can utilize them. And I feel like maybe you do. I feel like that also frightens people. You just can't win for losing, right? Not only that, when people mess with you, they get instant karma. I hate to say it, but I feel like just like in the beginning with that energy here, do you see this energy? It's like spirit works through you and works with your energy here in the physical. And then when people come at you in the wrong way and try to tear you down and stop you from your mission, your divine mission here, things really go south for those people. They really experience, and I feel like not only do they experience karma for the situation, they know exactly why they're getting that karma. They know where it's coming from, and I feel like Spirit wants to get a very clear message across to these people who try to mess with you, because you're here for great purpose, right? Those who step onto the ascension path, sometimes we're thrust onto the path and, we don't always give it our all, or we allow it to fall to the wayside. That is a choice. You can fall off the path and, live relatively normal, or you can go with the flow and step on and meet every challenge that Spirit's kind of offering you so you can rise, right? This path isn't for everyone, and we always have free will choice. You always rise to meet Spirit, and I feel like that's why they go so hard for you when it's time. Yeah, they know it's that connection to you that's causing them the strife that they feel when karma comes knocking, right? I feel like that might be another reason. It's like if these people treat you badly, they know why they're getting the karma that they're getting. Very powerful energy here. But you're just peaceful. It's like you don't wish this on anybody. You don't wish, I feel like Spirit utilizes this as a teaching method for other souls. It has nothing to do with you wishing bad upon anyone. I feel like you would feel bad for this person if they were getting the karma that they so rightly deserved for mistreating you. You would probably feel bad. You'd be like, oh, I wish they didn't have to go through that. It's like they're just kind of learning and growing. I feel like you're a very understanding soul. Yeah. So you have to make some changes. You have to wait until people come in on your path that are more like yourself. And sometimes there's few and far in between. I don't want to say that the spiritual path is a solitary path, but I feel like quite a bit of it is. And I feel like those who've been on this path for quite a while know this. It's like you'll go through periods where it can seem quite lonely sometimes. You can reach out to other spiritual people in the spiritual community. There's a big, beautiful one here on YouTube. And I feel like you can connect that way and feel a little less lonely. But I feel like the path itself has a lot of moments where it is you in your own energy trying to heal or trying to grow. And I do feel like, we do need to make it a point to still get out there and still try to make friends, still try to kind of coexist out there with people who don't understand us, right? I feel like that's part of the thing. You will find loyal friends on the journey. You will find people who sing the same soul song as you. You'll come across soulmates. You'll come across soul family as you make your way through. So I want to say, don't get discouraged. Just know that there will be like quieter parts along the path. Those won't last forever. I do want to say, there'll be a lot of times where you'll be like, I need my own energy. And you'll just kind of go off in your quiet until you do your little healing work, until you can feel your energy again. And then you'll get back out there and give the best of yourself. That's kind of how this works. And I feel like I'm talking to someone who's probably a little newer along the path, who just needs to know that you will eventually come across the right souls. It's like, I almost want to say, don't overly water connections that, if you're the only one giving, take notice of that. And maybe it's like, if you stop watering connections where you're the only one watering, they will fall away. And now, where that may be sad, yes, I understand that. But just know that you're making a space, you're creating room for someone to come in who actually can pour back into you. There are those people out there. They can be kind of few and far in between, but they are out there. So, try to water the right connections for yourself. Try to do right by yourself, okay? Let's see. Yeah, it'll help you balance things out in your life. Yeah. There's a great protection that's around you that stays with you. And I hear regal energy as well. There's a divine feminine energy that nurtures you as you move through. I hear the divine mother, so you may be connected to that divine feminine energy. Whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. That energy comes in to nurture you and support you and love you when you feel like you're getting less love than you really need. So that energy is here. The truth, yeah. I feel like I hear you are the truth and you speak the truth. And so, that's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. But the right people will see you. And I mean truly see you for who you are. I feel like you're really powerful. You could be really, really, you could create a lot of insight for people. Or you could be actually gifted here with this, like the clairs, like clairvoyant energy, all the different clairs. There are many, but clairvoyancy is the one that's, I feel like most commonly associated with the owl here. But it could be any number of the clairs. So you could be highly gifted and people could see that. Yeah, easy to observe. I feel like you may actually have some new type of energy coming into you as well. This could be upgraded energy or bump up energy coming in. Yeah, something about, this could be if you've been kind of pulling yourself back because you felt like it's no use to go find friends. It's like it never works out right. You might kind of be holding yourself back. I feel like Spirit's giving you a certain type of light that makes you want to get back out there. So that could be coming up for you as well. You might be trying to like pull yourself back and Spirit's encouraging you or giving you reasons to get back out there. You might have some new soulmates or soul mirrors. With this swan energy, I kind of get like almost twin flame or high level soulmate energy. So there is beauty in connections and Spirit does want you to see that. So you've experienced one end of it. Now they're going to show you the other end of it. The one that's really, really beautiful. The one that kind of makes you not want to give up on getting out there and still trying to find people that mesh with your energy, right? I feel like I can drop it there. Yeah, your will is really strong. Spirit chose you for this path because you have everything that it takes it's like you have all the tools necessary. I'm seeing the Magician. It's like, if you wonder why you were chosen for this, it's like you might not see yourself very, very clearly, but Spirit sees you very clearly. Spirit sees how powerful you are, how strong you are, your will, the inside, your soul, how bright it is, and they know you're right for the path, right? So they keep offering things to you, and you keep on scooping them up. You're doing great work, and I feel like Spirit just wants you to know they're on deck for you. They hear your cries. It's like, I feel like it's a loneliness that kind of sits within you. Keep getting out there. I feel like, I know it's hard because you'll still come across ones that you don't mesh with, but there is that one or two out there that are going to be just right. So keep going. And blessings are on their way to you as well. Do tap into that energy of feeling nurtured and loved by Spirit. You are always nurtured and loved by Spirit. The situations that you're getting or that you're experiencing are never punishment for the way you act. They're only ever there for your growth, right? There's no punishment involved. Spirit does not punish. I feel like that's something we need to break here. You're not being punished in any way. I feel like that's all we can get out there now. I feel like there's so much more Spirit would like to tell you, but I don't want to overload you all at one spot. I feel like there's a whole lot more that's kind of emanating from this. I feel like I could probably go all day long with just messages that Spirit wants you to know, but a little at a time. You're still young on the journey. You're still growing. I feel like we're all still kind of young on the journey, even if we've been on it for a while. All right, let me see if I can clear that energy there. It's a lot. All right, what do we have? All right, we have family. Let's see. What else about this family? Twin flames. Okay. What else? Memories of conflict, feeling cursed, and boundaries. But the intuition says chase, because we're still going to have a foundation. It's an emotional storm. Okay. I could just keep going. Spirit's just throwing it out there. Okay, so what we're kind of getting in this situation is twin flame, high-level soulmate, big, big, powerful soulmate energy going on here. This energy of wanting to fit, wanting a family, wanting a secure, stable foundation with you is something that this person cannot get out of their mind. Why? Because Spirit keeps on ushering that feeling in for this person. They're supposed to make moves in your direction. So Spirit keeps giving them that intuitive nudge to say, yes, there were memories that keep on bubbling up to the surface of conflict. You feel cursed. You feel heavy about this because there are boundaries that were put in place, right? Things went wrong on both sides. I feel like when it comes to these high-level soulmate connections, it's never one person's fault, right? Both act out of emotional pressure or spiritual pressure or high energies that kind of leave us feeling off or like we've made big, big mistakes, right? And I feel like that happens for a reason, you know? But so this person gets to the point where they're like, okay, there's boundaries in place. But intuitively, I feel like I'm supposed to give chase. I feel like I'm supposed to go towards this person. Why? Because I feel like we could still have a foundation. We could still form that or establish that strong foundation to reignite this flame between the two, right? And it creates an emotional storm within this person. I feel like this is something that they struggle with. I feel like on the daily is what I want to say. The cards, I was just kind of noting to myself how the cards are so messy. And I heard, well, this is a messy situation. It's not all nice and neat, right? I hear finality or not. It's like, I feel like this person may be kind of getting themselves ready to step forward. And it's either going to be the complete end of this situation, because I feel like they can't take it just hanging in the air, right? So it's either going to be the absolute end of this, or we're going to start something up and we're going to rekindle that fire, right? So one way or the other, this person's like, it has to happen. And I feel like they're coming in because they want to nurture, they want to stoke those flames. They're still stuck in that heart fog energy. They don't know if they think that the things that you're putting out there, even if you're just putting out your thoughts, it feels like mixed signals, right? Now, either it is for this person or it's not. There's no telling really how this person is getting their signs and synchronicities, right? But I do feel like it's leading this person, they're stuck in this heart fog, and it's leading to a confession. They want to be open about it. They want to get to the point where they can either move it forward or end it completely, because I feel like being stuck in this energy is something that this person can't handle anymore, right? So we've got that chemistry. They want that spark again. They want to feel that passion again. Why? Because it felt like more than anything they'd experienced before. They just didn't know it at the time, or maybe they did and they didn't know how to handle it. You know, that can be really, really scary when the energy is so intense. And I feel like with these high-level soulmate connections, that energy is really, really intense, and not just for one, but for both. It's very confusing for both, right? It's like there's not just one person coming in to apologize. I'm sure there's going to be more than one apology in this situation if there is a backstory, right? Which I feel like there is in this situation. This person sees the beauty of you. They see the beauty of the situation. I feel like now that they've had a lot of time to maybe experience other situations, it's like realizing that that one was completely different is something that they can't kind of pull their mind away from. It's like that felt different. I hear it hit different. So, the rejection. Yeah, they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of abandonment. They have that irrational fear going on, or maybe you do in this situation. Perhaps the both of you do in this situation. I feel like at one time or another, both of you felt rejected by the other. Both of you felt abandoned or dismissed by the other. I feel like that energy kind of happens because both need to pull away to grow on their own before they can kind of come back together and give it another try. Somebody may feel like, I can't keep clinging to this person's energy. I can't keep clinging to the idea of this if it's not right, if it's not going to happen. I feel like it's almost gut-wrenching or heart-wrenching, right? Yeah, the stress from the situation, but they still feel that there is a possibility. And no matter what they do, they can't get away from the fact that they feel that that possibility is still there. It's almost like they want to call their own bluff. It's like, I feel that there's a possibility, but if I go in and it's this type of energy, at least that's an end to it. At least I can stop, you know, rolling the same situations over in my mind, ones that never got anywhere. I feel like I gain a new perspective, right? I'll be better off or happier, right? I can have a clear headspace. Spirit on deck here. The clarity. The clarity comes in when we realize along the journey, we get to a point where we drop our arrogance, we drop our ego, because we'd rather just be authentic. It's like we'd rather be out in the open for who we are authentically, flaws and all, because it's easier. There's no mask involved in that. It's like you get what you get. You know, what you see is what you get. And I feel like you get to a point in life where you get tired of, you know, donning the mask. It's like, just be who you are at this point. And I feel like when you're on the spiritual journey, this happens for a lot of people on the spiritual journey. We get to a point where we're like, look, I can't even stand to put this mask on another day. And so the ego falls away. The arrogance, the stubbornness falls away. And I feel like that happens along the journey. And I feel like the clarity is when this comes back together, it's not going to be there anymore. That block that was here with that pride, that ego, is gone. What's left? Two soulmates, deep love, a connection, a passionate connection, one that has the opportunity to actually ignite again. There's depth that happens here. The longing is something the two of you can communicate about. Only you, devoted, attached, crave. There could be past life energy here. The two of you might discuss that. It's like, I feel like I've known you, and I feel like you're not wrong about that. It's like you were together in a past life. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of, yeah, and you can create the intimacy here, that bonding, that confiding in each other, and I feel like that's what comes from this. I feel like both of you have grown and changed so much since the last time that the two of you have maybe tried to come together. I just feel like there's been an insane amount of growth and understanding and emerging of the authentic self that really creates the green light for this situation. So that's what I'm getting. If this is for you, you can expect this person to be coming back in quite soon. I want to say you're going to be surprised that this person still thinks about you, and even more surprised that this kind of reignites and that this person wants so much more, right? And the opportunity, I feel like with that intimacy here, is this can actually be a real possibility this time. You can actually put down strong foundation in this situation. All right. I was drawn to a really different deck today. This is Colette Baron Reed. Okay, we have two that flipped over. So we have Stormfields and Wide Open. All right, before I speak on it, I want one more, and that's kind of sticking out there. Come together. Okay, I'm kind of feeling a tether to the energy beforehand. I feel like this could be a twin flame, high level soulmate, excuse me, situation. I feel like this is two people who had to kind of start from scratch, who had to create a life. It's like this tornado kind of goes through, knocks everything down. The foundation that this little house here was built upon was not strong enough. And I feel like Spirit said there's more to be had, so we'll start you from ground zero. You're in your paintbrush. You take care of that. You step into your freedom to create, right? And then from there, do you get to a point where you're ready for this coming together energy? It's like you've done all the work, and I'm talking to souls who have done the work. The other reading was more about souls that were new along the journey. This is seasoned souls I'm talking to right here. You have a high-level soulmate, twin flame type of energy coming in here. Your true match, your person. I feel like spiritually, you're kind of echoing out that you're ready to Spirit, and it's kind of bouncing back to you because Spirit sees that you're ready. Yeah, you have the strength now. You've gained it along your journey. I want this, whatever it is. Wizard of Awareness. Yeah, you're very aware of yourself. You're self-aware. You're aware of your own behaviors and maybe ones of the past. I feel like when you're able to look back at your wrongs and really learn something from them, really apply the lessons from the things that you've done wrong in the past and really change those up for the future, I feel like that's when Spirit says, okay, this person's ready. This soul is ready for something great. Yeah. When you've come home to self, I feel like that's when Spirit says we can start ushering all of this stuff in. Protecting treasure, I feel like Spirit's been protecting you all along. The Gentle Gardener, giving you that space you needed to tend to your inner garden there, to kind of pluck the weeds as you will. And I feel like you've done that work. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who maybe thought love just wasn't coming or isn't actually really worried about it right now. But as soon as you get to that point and you're still focused on tending to the inner garden, Spirit says, no. Look up. It's time to see what's out there now. It's like when you're not even worried about it. I feel like that's when love starts coming towards you. That's when this opportunity to come together with another wonderful soul kind of comes into play. Let's see. What else, Spirit? Yeah, I feel like, you're coming apart and you're it's like you're unfolding just the way Spirit had wanted you to, in just the way that they had wanted you to. I feel like when everything came down with that house in the beginning, it's like you just got to a point where you were in a state of allowance. And I feel like that's kind of just how you move. You don't mind learning and unlearning things at this point. You're very, it's like whatever comes, we allow it. Whatever leaves, we allow it. And I feel like that's the perfect energy. It's really conducive to this energy of coming together. Yeah, you're ready to ride the wave, whatever it is. It's like it'll either stay or it'll go. And I feel like you're okay with that either way. And I feel like that's the perfect energy to be in, to step into something, right? I feel like you've walked through the dry desert and you're not worried about that. Yeah, you found your spark there. You found your spark in your alone time. You followed your inner compass. You know, you walked through that desert, that quiet time. Yeah, you walked into the unknown. And I feel like this is almost like, it's like you're being gifted kind of for walking through all of what you have. I almost kind of feel like, I don't want to say it's owed to you, but I feel like it's being gifted to you. I feel like for the longest time you felt stuck in the mud. Yeah, but your solitude, I feel like your solitude really helped. Education. Yeah, you allowed Spirit to teach you. And the wishing well, I feel like a wish come true. I feel like that's what this is. I feel like this situation with this soul coming in, now this could be a brand new soul or one that you know of. But I do feel, yeah, sacred. I feel like this is the sacred pool. I feel like this depth of emotion, this stepping into this is something like a wish come true. This connection is going to have an insane amount of depth. And I feel like more spiritual growth in this. Yeah, metamorphosis. You'll be able to change and grow throughout this situation. The magic stream. I feel like you're in the flow of abundance. When this situation comes in, I feel like the two of you will be in that flow of abundance. You might have a lot of different things coming in, like very physical things like a windfall of money. This could be just luck. It's like you're always in the right place at the right time. Good things happen. It's got that energy here. I feel like that may be coming in throughout this energy. I am going to drop it there. I feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like I'm talking to people who were okay if they have to walk the rest of this path alone. It's like not really worried about it. It's like I'm filled up all on my own. I feel good. But it's like having someone come in would also be an added blessing. I feel like those are the souls I'm talking to. And I feel like you'll know if that's you, right? All right. All right, one more deck here. All right. Let's see. We have insecurities and self-esteem. We have travel and whole and inner growth. And seeing the possibilities. Okay. This could be you or someone you're dealing with or soon to be dealing with. Somebody started out and they had a ton of insecurities, maybe a bit of lower self-esteem, couldn't see themselves very clearly. They had to go off in search of or go within and travel the inner workings of the self to find that wholeness, to gain that inner growth. Now, whoever this person is, whether this is you or somebody coming towards you, they see with optimism, it's like the grass is green. And I hear the grass is green where you water it. And I feel like that I'm talking to someone who maybe has watered themselves. It's like, now I'm ready for intimacy. Now I'm ready to bond with somebody else. This is much of the same energy as the past, the last reading. It feels like I'm talking to people who've done a lot of inner growth, have done a lot of healing work, who dance to the rhythm of their own soul, who are inspiring and inspire themselves. It's like, I am my own muse type of energy. The opportunity to have security in a family is coming up. This is that energy. Spirit's just kind of reiterating this again. Romantic feelings, the opportunity for romance and intimacy are coming back in. They are going to overlap the silence that has been. This could be a no contact situation, or this could just be the fact that there's been silence for a while. You gave yourself the silence that you needed to kind of heal and grow. Well, you've got a new proposal coming in, one for commitment or one that could lead to commitment. This person is willing to take a gamble. Yeah, because they feel the signs of love when it comes to you. They feel this strong energy. And, you know, I don't know if you're tuned in, tapped in, and turned up, but they keep on thinking that you might be able to make sense of these signs and things that they're feeling when it comes to love and when it comes to loving you. You might understand it. Yeah, there's a safety and a comfort in your energy. You provide that. You know those warm autumn evenings where you're tucked up next to a fire, or you've got a nice warm blanket and you're cozy. It's like the smell of pumpkin spices in the air. Okay, we're getting that fall vibe. But I feel like that's your energy. You feel like that to someone. It's like it could be cold outside or all around you, but with you, it's warm, it's cozy, it's comfortable. You provide that, your energy does. And this person is gravitating towards it. It's like, I hear I've been cold for too long. So maybe that's somebody coming in that's been cold for too long. Yeah, this is a fated meeting. A secret admirer. Oh, wow. We have divine feminine energy. So that's that nurturing energy. I don't know if you're a masculine or a feminine. Doesn't really matter. I feel like there's nurturing to be had, and whoever is coming in towards you, collective, or this could be the opposite. I am kind of getting switched up here and back and forth. I'm sorry. I hate if that confuses people. But that's the energy. I do feel like I'm talking to some people who are on the receiving end of this energy coming in, who are this warmth, and then others who are on the outside stepping towards the warmth. Okay, this is going to be unexpected. It is a fated meeting, unexpectedly coming in. What is that? Magnetic attraction. Yeah, that's normally what pulls it in. And spiritual awakening. This person knows there's more to be had. We have a healing and releasing. New lover, new renewed hope in love. So this could be an old situation that comes in. This could be a brand new situation with a new soulmate. Could go either way. It's going to depend and be a little different for each and every single one of you. But there is something coming in for you. And it looks to be like a really beautiful situation. I feel like the grass is going to be greener in this situation because both of you are going to pour into it and water it. And that's how you create a really good situation. Two people pouring in into one situation creates the strength, and it's like fortitude. It lasts the test of time when two people keep on giving to a beautiful situation. We do have twin flames here as well. Twin flame, high level soulmate energy. I am going to drop it there. We have a lot of this type of energy coming in today. All right. Let's see. All right, initials, your initials, their initials. Now, if you do not see your initials here or your person's, but you felt the energy of the reading resonated with you, take that. The letters and everything is just an extra, right? So follow your intuition, utilize your discernment. You know, these are general readings, so always take what resonates and toss the rest. Let's see. I keep wanting to fix things, or fidget with things. The person that's coming in towards you could be very, very nervous, or the person coming in towards you could make you very, very nervous. You may be fidgeting with things, or they may be doing the same things as well. If you have the ability to do so and this person is coming in towards you and they are nervous, I feel like try to ease their mind if you can. Or if you're going in towards someone and you see that they're a little fidgety and really nervous, maybe you could try to ease their mind a little bit. I don't know. That's the energy I'm getting here. I hear bingo. It's like that's the ticket is what I hear. I hear to and from. I just heard somebody say, I cannot wait for the holidays. It's like, I guess that season to start. I feel like somebody's really looking forward to spending the holiday season with you. And I hear hell or high water this year. I'm spending it with this person. There is someone coming in who's very sure about you. I hear I'm the king and baby, you're my queen. So it's like, it's that match energy. Yeah, I really love it. It feels so nice. I do see two people. Now, I don't know where they are, but it looks to be pretty busy and bustling. It does look like people with bags and almost holiday shopping. And I feel like this person may have a favorite holiday, Christmas, or something during the holiday season. It's like, I am seeing turkey. So it's like, I'm seeing Halloween. So it's like through fall. And it almost looks like a fall setting at first. So I feel like this whole season coming up, this person just wants to really enjoy your time and your energy throughout it. It's like they want to involve you in everything that they're doing. Yeah. Yeah, I hear to and from. So it's like there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of communication. There's a lot of spending time together and going different places. And I hear all of my favorite places. So it's like this person wants to take you to all of their favorite places. I really love that. Very cute. All right. What do we have here? What do we have for the collective? Wow, this feels like a lot. Okay. This person may have to travel towards you. We have that and that together. I feel like it goes in between. Okay. You might feel like, okay, let me just get all these situated here. I hear to the moon and back and uniqueness. Okay. All right. This kind of all goes together as one message, but kind of, I don't know. There's a lot of different messages in one. So take what resonates and toss the rest. This is the forever person. This is the opportunity for a forever person. Every time I see the seashell, it's a forever person. Now, when I say that, it doesn't mean that the two of you are going to come together and everything's going to be just fine. You know, it's going to be perfect. Nobody has to put any work in. No, that's not what I mean. This is the opportunity for a forever situation if the two of you put the work in. Anything worth having takes effort and energy being put into it to create a really beautiful situation. One worth having, one worth keeping, right? That opportunity is coming in with this person. Now, there could be travel involved. This could be long distance. There could have been distance between the two of you before. Doesn't have to be. Somebody could be closing the gap. I hear I love you to the moon and back. We do have the ancestor on deck. I do feel like spirit and ancestor is ushering this in. I feel like this could be a grandparent, and I do want to say a masculine or a father figure. could be ushering this situation in for you, really helping you to experience this love. This is the key to love, luck, and this is that unique spirit. I feel like it's helping this person to see that you are this very unique snowflake. This opportunity may feel lucky coming in, like, you know, I just happened to be there. I wasn't even gonna go, and then I showed up and there you were. It's like, it's got that energy. Maybe the chance meeting, this is like a serendipitous event. I do feel like it's a fated event at the same time. We do have the depth here with music. Someone could be sharing songs with you that shows you the depth of their emotion. You could be intuitively getting these songs. You could deal with song signs. It's like waking up singing songs. These could be sent from that soul that's actually coming in your direction soon. So I don't know if this person is physically in the physical saying, hey, listen to this song. I really love this song. And it could be expressing their feelings to you. So this could be somebody who's kind of around. This doesn't have to be. This could be somebody who's not yet come in. I do feel that way for a lot of you. This is someone who's not yet come in. Like I said, there's a serendipitous event. It's like you end up going to something that you weren't going to go to, and there they are. Or you just decide to go out one day and there they are. I do feel like, as a side note, there could be songs coming in that express a depth of emotion. So you could be channeling new songs. If you are a channel, that could be for you as something coming in. I would say for the next couple of days, you could be really heavily channeling music. All right, I feel like that's what I have for you all. That is what I have for you all today. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.